Rumba greetings, Bandeko. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I am feeling a bit nostalgic about the music that I grew to love and I love up to now. And I wanted to share my thoughts with you. Who remembers growing up and, having to listen to the TPOK jazz, Tabule and Afrisa International, Kanda Bongoman, Niboma and Grand Calais, without understanding the language, without understanding what they were saying, and without understanding why your parents were so obsessed about this sound. It was a sound that you would listen to everywhere. You wake up in the morning in the radio stations, those are the sounds that you listen to. You are hanging out with your parents, it's a weekend, people are chilling outside in the compound, the radios are on, people are playing cassettes of Niboma, people are playing cassettes of Pepe Calais and Tabule. And today, me having fallen in love with the music, I now understand that during that time, it was a sound that was so African that every African wanted to be part of. Whether you understood the language or not, it was a sound that everybody wanted to be part of. You wanted to relate to that sound. So you wanted to know, me, I know TPOK jazz, there's a record that has been released, there is Ngungi, and there is Lisanga ya Banganga, and there is, you wanted to be part of that sound, be part of that music. And what it did in return is that it now made the artist at that time to be pushed to want to, to transport that sound out of the DRC. That is why you have orchestras that were formed in the Eastern Africa, like Super Mazembe or Lewanika, or there was also another orchestra that was formed, which I have forgotten the name. Maybe you will remind me on the comment section. But there were these three major orchestras that were formed in the Eastern Africa that were a result of the wave that was going on in the DRC that time. There were bands, orchestras that were making waves in the DRC, so people wanted to sell that sound outside the DRC. And that is how the rest of Africa started knowing what rumba Congolaise was all about. Now we started having concerts that were happening in the continent. We had the TPOK jazz traveling around Gabon. They came to Kenya, they came to Eastern Africa, they went to Western Africa and Ivory Coast, Abidjan, Brazzaville. People were traveling. And that way, even if you are in Nigeria, I speak to some people who are Nigerians and they're telling me, our parents used to listen to this kind of thing. We were not understanding why they were so obsessed about it. But it was, I can remember this. And that way, the whole continent was consumed in the wave of rumba Congolaise. Slowly, they now captured the whole continent and wanted to extend outside the continent. So we had like the TPOK jazz performing in places like Holland. They performed in Israel. Tabule performed in Cuba, in Havana. That way they were selling that sound, and the diasporan audience slowly started knowing what rumba Congolaise was. But in essence, it was a sound that was authentically African. So me looking at where it has reached now in 2024, I believe every African has the right to be proud of that sound, because they have made the continent proud. Everyone talks about rumba Congolaise, and we as non-Congolese people, I am not the only one. I am sure that I know of so many non-Congolese that have attached themselves to this sound. They want to belong to this sound. They want to associate with this sound. Now, bringing me down to what I wanted to talk about. We have already made successful strides as having, made it to the list of an intangible heritage under the UNESCO in 2021. We have already made strides as a sound that is sellable to arenas outside. You have people who perform in major arenas and they are Congolese artists, and they are not selling another sound, they are selling the authentic rumba sound. That is another stride. And then we have an artist who has also managed to get the attention of major shareholders of, major companies in the world, like the Adidas. You see? And he got the attention because he was selling the sound of rumba congolaise. That gave birth to, collaborations with the company Adidas. We have perfumes that are on the market of Gauloise, the Gauloise perfume, which is as a result of a collaboration that a Congolese artist had with a major company like Adidas. It is a fact. Whether you like it or not, we need to appreciate that fact. But then after that, as if that was not it, the same production that sold FESTIGOLA, Le Padre, Mutuayambo, Papa Hervé, the man of the moment, the guy who has captured the internet with a lot of anger. The same production company has collaborated with him to produce a festival in the DRC, which is called FESTIGOLA. The beauty of FESTIGOLA is that everybody who is a meloman, is a lover of good music, a lover of rumba congolaise, it is slowly dawning to us that this is something that was inevitable. Somebody had to do it, because if this sound has managed to get the attention of the whole world, people know the sound of rumba congolaise, UNESCO knows the sound of rumba congolaise, the world knows the artists from the Rumba Republic, then it needs a festival, because the festival celebrates it. It is like we are inviting the world to come down to the soil of the place where this sound is made. So the beauty of FESTIGOLA is that the world is going to come down to the DRC, where actually this sound is born. You see, that is also another stride. And we can credit it to Papa Hervé, because even the day that he stops his career, like he says, I am done with singing, I am done with my professional career, I want to take a back seat, FESTIGOLA is going to be in his portfolio as a festival that was initiated, produced, and realized by Le Padre. People are going to come from other places. We have artists who are coming from South Africa, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Gabon, from all the corners of the continent to come down to Kinshasa and sell their art, their talents, their music. In the process, jobs are going to be created. For those 3 days, you're going to have people who are going to make money. People are going to make money from selling snacks, from selling t-shirts, from jobs of security. Hotels are going to make money. Taxis are going to make money. So if you look at it in the bigger picture, he has contributed so much in the economy of that country for those 3 days that FESTIGOLA is going to happen. I think he needs his flowers. As I close, if you are a lover of FESTIGOLA Le Padre, kindly subscribe to the TikTok channel Gauloise_forever. It is an official account for lovers of Le Padre. Join in. We want to be as many as possible, and we don't want to miss out on anything that is concerning the artists that we love. Also subscribe to the website channel www.gauloiseforever.fr. That is where you're going to get posts concerning the happenings of the 2nd until the 3rd of August around FESTIGOLA, around the artists that we love, what is all about, what is going on, so that you don't miss out on anything. So you can subscribe to that website as well, so that you can also engage with other Gauloise around the artists that we love. So TikTok Gauloise_forever, www.gauloiseforever.fr.